see you perfectly now.
Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. Comment down below if you want to know Mo.
You want to know Mo.
Hey, because if you don't know Mo, you ain't gonna know. Exactly. Mo. Look, Mo. Yo guys, so right now we are here at what street are we by actually?
We are on First and First, guys.
We are on First and First. My battery's dying, damn. But the after party is at Eric, so I can charge the battery. You guys catch some of the footage from there.
This is only the prenup to the
Prenup to the come up.
Prenup to the turn up.
Prenup to the turn up. Like and subscribe. It is a vibe. So it's Satoko's birthday, but it's on Tuesday. But we celebrating early on a Saturday because you know people got things to do during the week. So we all came together as a collective, as a unit, as a team, and we celebrating Satoko's birthday.
Y'all all need to say happy birthday to Satoko when you see this video. Hear what I said? Say happy birthday, alright? You little shits. I love you.
Right. And all you big shits out there.
And all your big out there.
Clocking up toilets. Y'all heavy. Y'all heavy. Yo, I just want to say, yo, guys, thank you for I gained like 33 subscribers, yo, in one day. What the? Yo, I appreciate y'all. Nah, I appreciate y'all for real. But 51% of y'all aren't subscribed, so you need to subscribe because it is a vibe. Gotta like and subscribe if you survive. Content every week, twice a week. Yeah. We got vlogs. Yeah. We got vlogs.
Yeah.
We got vlogs. We got vlogs. Ribbity rippy. I am a frog. Colors green. I like black. We always say we all whack. We all whack. We all whack. Man up.
Everybody be happy and peace, and I love you guys.
So, quick little story. First, I want to thank you guys so much for the love I've been getting lately on YouTube. Like, for real, my last vlog, actually one of my favorite ones, just wanted to go with a different approach. Yeah, and I want to bring you guys in more into my life. Like, you guys know what I do. You guys know I'm an artist. You guys know I dance. But I want to really get deep with you guys. And I usually don't go this deep in. But I want to talk about me becoming spiritual. Most of you who follow me on Instagram, _. Most of you know my journey. Most of you don't. Everyone has their own story of becoming spiritual. Someone told me the other day that I've always been spiritual. It's just now I'm becoming more aware of it. So basically, I was a Christian. I was always going to church and stuff like that. Sunday, Wednesdays, sometimes Fridays. Caught the Holy Spirit twice in my life. It was good, you know, but I still felt like, not forced into religion, but I felt just, not that it didn't feel right, but just felt something was missing. Something felt like this wasn't my calling. This wasn't what I want to do. I had experiences when I was a child, and there were some that was just like, oh, whatever, you know, I'm used to, like, you know, I'm a kid, so I'm just like, I'll brush it off, whatever. Like, there was times where I seen orbs as a kid. I seen spirit as a kid. I used to see my aunt when she passed away at the time. Like, I used to see her spirit all the time. I seen ghosts. Now I'm gonna take a big turn. I feel like personally, believe me or not, but I feel like I've seen like fairies. I felt like I've seen a lot of weird things that I kind of just brushed off, you know. And then when I was 7 years old, I had my experience where I was visited by an entity. I actually did a video on this. I actually did 2 videos on this. The first one was pretty cool, but there was no audio, so I did the second one. The second one was like I was a lot, like a bit vulnerable. The second one I did, it was really emotional, and I don't know if I want to put that out there. I don't know if I want people to use that against me, or honestly, I don't give 2 shits what people think about me, but the way society is and how people are just brainwashed, I don't got time to deal with that. But I know there are people out there who had experiences like me. When I was 7 years old, I remember like it was yesterday. I was watching Matilda, and it's crazy. I was watching Matilda, and this is what we had. Mom got me the VCR with the TV, like, you know, Fusion. My mom, she wasn't home at the time. My mom was next door. Yeah, so my mom was at our neighbor's, and it was a part where Matilda discovered the 2 detectives in her garage. Once that part came, everything said the TV went. The tape didn't fall, but it came out. I remember like me moving, you know, like me moving before that whole thing happened, and then I was still able to move. I was like, oh, now I gotta get up. Laying down on the bed, I remember the sheets were like yellow with white stripes on them. And I was like, oh, now I gotta get up. And once I said that, I could like no longer move. I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. I was just paralyzed. And once I said that, I could like no longer move. I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. I was just paralyzed. The lights in my room were like going on and off. Not like fast, but they were just like you know, going off and on, whatever. And then I hear like a person saying my name. It sounded like the person was like above my head, but it also sounded like it was the person was inside my head. I know, it's weird. They said my name, and then once they said my name, this is gonna get a bit weird, but once he said my name, once he said Hunter, like a beam, like I can like can't see the beam because I'm paralyzed, so I'm like with my eyes a little bit, but I can't like really, like I'm just stuck. I'm trying to look around and I see the beam, like it was a blue color, but it had a touch of green, or it was green and had a touch of blue. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is that we don't have these colors on Earth. We don't have these colors at all. I was a bit terrified because, you know, like what the hell is going on? That happened. They said my name. I blacked out. The next thing you know, I wake up to my mother rocking me back and forth, saying it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was screaming or whatever, but I woke up to her rocking me back and forth, and then I went back to sleep. And the next day, like it never happened. But I always questioned my mom and my dad about, yo, remember that time when this happened? Everything, they always like, you brush it off, whatever. So that happened. Years go by, and I was still like having these experiences. I was having these dreams where there was nightmares first, and they turned to like pleasant dreams or whatever. I was having these crazy nightmares to where like I was on a cold table, like a hospital bed kind of, but it was more like a table where I guess dead corpse on the table, and they do surgery, whatever. I felt like I was on that, and doctors just like doing stuff. I couldn't really feel it, but I was terrified. There was a female on my right, there was a male on my left. There was another doctor like down. I can never see their faces because the room is so dark. I can see like the hands, like the arms, but it wasn't human arms. It was like grayish arm. I don't know if they all were doctors. I know the female, she wasn't really doing much. I think the female was there to keep me calm or make me feel safe in a sense. That's what I was getting from her. That's the vibe I was getting. And the doctor had like grasshopper arms, praymantis. There you go. And I would cry and scream and try to wake up from the dream. And I would wake up, and then my mom and dad rush in the room saying, oh, it's okay. I have these dreams like, I won't say every night, but I would have them very often. So yeah, around that time, around 7 to like 9, I had those dreams. And then 2014, now mind you, I'm still a Christian, I'm still going to church. I was an atheist when it came to like UFOs and aliens and stuff like that. I had no reason why I didn't believe it, but I just didn't believe it. So 2014, me and my best friend Eddie, we're talking in my hallway, and I'm sitting down, he's standing up. Kept like making these faces that I've never seen him do before, like never. And it was like we all done like who mans is this or who's this, you know? But it was more like I can't do his face, but it was more like it was like very unfamiliar with him. And I was like, what happened? And he couldn't even speak. He was just like, get up from my seat. I looked through my window. We're on the 4th floor, and the UFO was like maybe there's like 5 flights in my building, so the UFO was like I would say on the 5th floor, like, but it came down to the 4th floor outside. It's nighttime and it's appearing itself, and it was black metallic. I was just like, you know, like Dragon Ball Z when they be like Goku, oh god, what's happening, Goku? I wasn't like happy. I was just like, I don't think you guys understand, and that's okay. When I finally noticed it was appearing more. It was appearing more and coming more into like close to the window. So it was like 10 feet away from me. And that's not far. We have 6 feet apart from each other now, but imagine 10 feet away. I seen that, and I was stuck in trance. I was stuck, and it gave me these images, like these downloads of when I was 7 years old. I don't want to get too in detail with it, but they gave me downloads when I was 7 years old, when the whole experience happened. Now, it wasn't showing me the entity who was in the room with me. It just showed like me looking at myself on my bed, laying down. The next thing you know, I'm laying down on the bed, and the entity was in my head. It was there, and it was clear that this entity was using like telepathically speaking to me. And here's the crazy thing about it. As a kid, I heard a different man's voice. To me, it's like a man's voice. When I got the downloads from the UFO, it was my voice. It was using my older voice, which is now. And it confirmed everything. It confirmed when I was a kid. It confirmed all these weird dreams I had. Like, man. So after that, I started doing my research about UFOs. I went down a rabbit hole. I went down the fucking rabbit hole, and I was, man. So I just became like spiritual right then and there back in 2014. Actually, no. 2016 is when I became spiritual. Like the trauma that I was going through, it made me become spiritual, if that makes any type of sense. Actually, there was a time too where I wasn't aware if I was dreaming or like I couldn't tell the difference anymore because they were so vivid. So then I started practicing lucid dreaming, started practicing astral projection, and then this is where the entities start appearing to me more. I don't want to say entities, I would say more like my spirit guides. So I come into me more. It made me feel protected and not alone. And right then and there, I became a spiritual person. Yeah, from there I became a spiritual person. I did my own research. I read books about spirituality. I read books on meditation. I read books on lucid dreaming, astral projection. I read books about UFOs, even though I felt like I didn't need to, because I honestly felt like I know a lot. I feel like I know enough about UFOs and the difference between UFOs and this and that and the third. So the book was just like reinsurance for me. So many people who've been through the same experience as me. Some people have been through worse experiences where that entities come and they're not good. They're not good vibrations. Fortunately, thank God for me, I had to experience that. They say like when you're 30s, they'll come back, and I'll be 30 November 1st. So yeah, big surprise, right? A lot of people think I'm 24. I don't age. It's 2020 now, and I'm still experiencing phenomenal events. That's one of the reasons why I became spiritual. I felt disconnected being a Christian, and I felt more connected to spirituality. We'll continue this story next time, maybe for another video, whatever. That's a few reasons why I became spiritual. And I'm still growing, I'm still learning, I'm still reaching my highest self. Another thing that I left out, what got me into spirituality, is psychedelics. Like, pretty much that's about it. That's just a little bit of why I became spiritual. Thank you again, and love and abundance. Namaste.